It is Victory Day in Europe, and it comes as two wars, in particular Russia against Ukraine and the U.S. and Israel against Iran, strain the NATO military alliance. So VE commemorations taking place across Europe against the backdrop of those conflicts. It was on this day, May 8th of 1945, after 6 long years of war, that Germany surrendered to Allied powers. That marked a crossroads for the continent. For Western Europe, VE Day largely heralded the triumph of democracy against Nazi aggression and occupation. For much of Central and Eastern Europe, it meant the beginning of life under a communist regime. Let's speak to our reporter, Olivia Bizot, standing by at the Arc de Triomphe. Hello to you, Olivia. Tell us a little bit about what to expect this Friday.
Good morning, Will. Yeah, so we can expect a carefully timed three-act tribute through the heart of the city today. Act 1 will begin in front of Charles de Gaulle's statue to pay tribute to the iconic figure who led the Free France from London during the Nazi occupation. There will be a grand procession then through the Champs-Élysées with the Republican Guard on horseback. There will be a huge display of tradition. And then the ceremony will culminate at 11 a.m. local time. That's when President Emmanuel Macron will visit the tomb of the unknown soldier, which represents all of the unidentified soldiers who've died in combat for the country. Now, on top of that tomb is the eternal flame that has been burning every single day since 1923, and it represents the memory of all of those who have lost their lives for the country. Now, President Emmanuel Macron will rekindle that flame and to symbolically show that the gratitude for all of those who fought for France is still very much alive. Now, May the 8th is a public holiday here in France. Schools are closed, most shops are closed as well, but museums do remain open. It's a long holiday, and it's expected that the city and the country will very much be alive on this special and historic day.
Yeah, and the timing is interesting, isn't it, Olivia? This is as a French aircraft carrier is heading for the Gulf. Talk to us more about the significance of the 8th of May.
Yes, that's right. Now, while the celebrations this year aren't as significant as last year, which marked the 80th anniversary of Victory in Europe Day in 1945, the theme this year is really the handover of the memory to the younger generation. There aren't that many witnesses or veterans of World War II who are left. So this year, the focus is really on making sure the memory and the torch is passed down to the younger generations. That's why 16 young wards of soldiers, the young people whose parents died for the French service, will be central to this year's celebrations. The idea is really to show that peace is a value that must be preserved by younger generations, especially as war is now on the European continent with the conflict going on in Ukraine.
All right, Olivia, thank you very much. Olivia Bizot reporting from downtown Paris.